Aloha mai.
Hi, aloha.
How are you,
Aloha,
Bumpy?
mana, good.
Good, good. A little bit about your background. You're the head of the Nation of Hawaii.
Yeah.
And now, up and coming, a candidate for the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. Which seat are you trying for?
At large.
At large.
Yes. Yeah.
So, okay, now on Bumpy, why you want to be in politics? I mean, I know you're the head of the Nation of Hawaii, and so you already have a very good idea of how much time and energy and passion it takes to be in a political position, and now you're going to the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. What made you do this?
Well, the office, I believe the office just need a transfusion. Real simple, real basic. It seems that the current trustees are basically, they've done. It seems that they've done all they could do right now, and we just need fresh blood in there.
So maybe new ideas.
New ideas, solid vision, and it always seems that our trust is always defending themselves, and we got to get off the defensive and really push forward. More positive things. There's a lot of things we can do.
Sure.
I believe that.
Well, what are your plans? I mean, if you were to be elected, what kinds of initiatives do you want to push and see be successful there?
Well, I'm just putting together a 4-point platform, which looks into the political, the economic, social, and cultural conditions. And as you know, politically, we've had a battle with this thing with the Akaka bill.
Correct.
And it's I believe the Office of Hawaiian Affairs should have been more equal in looking at both sides, and it's been one-sided. I've been on the other end.
Oh, me aupu. As
but,
you know.
But
we're on the unfunded end.
The unfunded
but,
end.
Still yet, even though they put so much money in there, they were not successful.
Yeah, the sad thing is that our people get shortchanged and not really know, or doesn't really have the information, the full information. They get some, but not all. And I believe if all people were to have, the right information, would have just so that they can debate amongst themselves without interference, without intimidation. A lot of things that I've come across, or people that I've talked to, has told me that they had to support the Akaka bill for fear of losing their funding and things like that. And we shouldn't be put in that predicament,
Correct. It is illegal for them to blacklist any beneficiary from trying to apply for money there and get it based on their political opinion.
Right.
So I know that Vicky Takamine had a challenge with OHA regarding just that.
Right. In fact, I had a meeting with her this past Saturday, and that was real interesting. And I think if given a free, a fair, and impartial process, so that we can debate amongst each other, educate each other as to all the options, and some what's behind those options, the good and the bad. I think our people would make the right choice, and it may be be a different picture that we'd be looking at right now, because we're going after each other, at every level. Like I said, my 4-point plan talks about the political, economic, social, and culture, and we're being divided again because of stands that we make politically. Of course, the lack of economic opportunities that should be going into the communities as well, broader community, and not just a small percentage. And then, instead of just talking about solving our social conditions, which has a lot to do with our health, housing, education, employment, handicap, incarceration. Unless we're in unless we have an economic foundation, those things are always going to be things that we would have to beg for money.
Correct.
I think $70 million a year, grants and entitlements coming in, is helpful. I'm not saying that we don't need it, but we can get more if we were just if we had our own financial sustainability, and not through just businesses on a sense where it's I'm more into talking about a financial institution that our people should have. So yeah, so even though the political situation that we all went through the last year or the last few years regarding Akaka, the majority was pointing at, well, we got to get behind the bill because they're going to take away our trust. Yeah, it's true that the trust could fall apart, but what's more important is what fuels the trust is all that money that we have. We have $7 to $10 billion at least when you total up our cash assets. Hawaiians do, that we're supposed to benefit equally. Right. And those funds are being utilized. At least the very essence of that banking business I'm talking about, is utilized in such a higher level that we could be doing that. And I'm getting to that. I'm getting to, taking away the political separation that we've had, and taking us into an economic independence situation. Because of course the trusts fall apart, so does the money. Right now the trusts, have funds in all the different financial institutions in Hawaii, and basically if the trusts go away, those monies sit where it sits and will probably be negotiated with the government. Should we lose the trust? My whole thing was, well, if we're going to lose the trust, then we better protect the piggy bank.